on behalf of the state of Missouri, I want to formally welcome to the Show Me State's capital this year's Daytona 500 winner, pride of Joplin, all of Missouri, Jamie McMurray. Joined by his primary sponsor, fellow affiliated with Missouri in so many ways. He carries on traditions, hunting, fishing, and all of the outdoor things to do. Johnny Morris, Fast Pro. This year's Daytona was a real endurance test of nerves and skill. And we couldn't be prouder of Jamie for leading, quite frankly, the most important lap of the race, the final. Yeah. So with Junior right on your back, we're glad you kept that right foot working. So Jamie, it gives me great pride as governor of the Show Me State to read this proclamation in your honor. Whereas the Daytona 500 race, known as the Great American Race, has been held each February since 1959 at the Daytona International Speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. And whereas the Daytona 500 is regarded by many as the most important and prestigious race on the NASCAR calendar and has grown to become one of the most watched televised sporting events, drawing millions and millions of racing fans from around the world. And whereas Jamie McMurray was born in Joplin, Missouri in 1976, and grew up racing go-karts, competing in nearly every form of karting around the country before moving to stock car racing, winning his first Cup Series race at Lowe's Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina in 2002. Whereas on Sunday, the 14th of February 2010, Jamie McMurray, driving the #1 Fast Pro Shop Chevrolet Impala, began the 2010 Daytona 500 in the very lucky number 13 position. Whereas through superior driving ability and with great assistance of his crew, Jamie McMurray emerged victorious in an exciting finish to this 500-mile, 200-lap race. And whereas Jamie McMurray's victory at Daytona has not only brought him honor for this racing achievement, but also recognition to our great state for his upbringing. Now therefore I, Jeremiah W.J. Nixon, Governor of the state of Missouri, do hereby proclaim February 25th, 2010 as Jamie McMurray Day. Jamie, again, congratulations. I'd like you to invite you to come forward and say a few words.
Well, I have to be honest. I never dreamed in a million years that I would get to be honored by the state of Missouri, and you know, to be able to win the Daytona 500 was certainly always a dream of mine, and to get to do it with a sponsor that is from right here in the state of Missouri just makes it that much more special. And to be here with Johnny Morris from Bass Pro Shops today, and to get to have just an incredible honor like this, I can't believe it. So thank you for everybody for coming out, and thank you to the wonderful state of Missouri for honoring me today. This is just one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. So thanks, guys. Drove the car from the airport, and Johnny sat in the, well, there's not really a passenger seat, but he sat over there, and he was encouraging me to do everything that I probably should not have been doing in that car. So, and that was pretty fun though. We got to get on the highway right outside here across the bridge. So they said it was about a 2-mile trip. We went as fast as the cop car in front of us went. No, that is not the actual car. The actual car from the race, the tradition of winning the Daytona 500 is they take that car, and for the next year, all of the fans that go to the racetrack at Daytona can go to the Daytona 500 experience, and that car is put in there the following day for the next year. So is this car one that you actually race? I don't know. I believe that is just a show car. It's actually an identical car. It's just not a car that will race like in the stable this season. It's probably a car from last year.
How would you rate the potholes in Jefferson City?
Potholes? we didn't come across any potholes between the airport and here, so it was a pretty solid roads.